after a gain of about 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. He'll look to throw. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now the ball comes loose, and the Eagles have recovered. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing his luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, Locke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. To throw is Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 3rd and 2, Locke. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. Runs through the contact. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Just beating the play clock is Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. Ertz has it left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it to Strong. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
They'll look to throw here. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And he's able to get it out of there. That's taken it around the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. first and 10. Locke trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Here's Luck now on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. A good pickup there at 22. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Fresh set of downs here. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, Locke. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
second down and 4. Out of the gun, Luck. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now it's Luck. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Second and 10, Luck again. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Again, Luck. And that will be incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Leopard! Let's go! Leopard!
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He finds Ajayi. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now it's Ajayi. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Garrett Swanson now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Let's go!
Back to throw here. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Garrett Swanson now as he's on to punt for Miami. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
On second down, here's Locke. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Off of play action. Luck muscles him off. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Raekwon McMillan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. To throw on second down is Locke. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Muhammad. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Pumphrey. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This offense so far on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Locke. Escaping, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Second down and just 1. They run with Ajayi. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Play clock winding down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd and 10 here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll drop to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 1st and 10, Locke looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Luck. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Jacob Shum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Landry now on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. And out come the Dolphins now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 28 yards on that one. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And throw right side complete to Parker. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right near midfield. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll look to throw here. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now they try the right side here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Love. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And to give this time to the tailback. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Luck now to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what?
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Nigel Bradham in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
They'll set up a throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 20. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.